Mark it.
Mama said don't play, this is a work day. Up with the bright sun, get all the work done.
It's very important to integrate music with other subjects for a few different reasons. Music is in us. We listen for patterns. We love to hear rhythms. They stick. So if we can help things stick from other subjects, music can help us do that.
If you would help me climb up the tall tree, shake the papaya down.
Yay! Very good! Hey boys and girls. Today is Tuesday. Today is music. So sit up straight, singing posture, shoulders down, chest raised, chin lifted like we always do. Are you ready?
Today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Tuesday music. Everybody happy? Well, I should say.
Beautiful. We start every class by singing the Today Is song. They get in their desks, they look and see it's me. I tell them, get your music brain on. You know, get ready for music. So we sing the Today Is song and that does it.
Mark it.
Boys and girls, get your listening ears ready, because I've got a song in my head and it's going to come out of my hands. If you think you know what it is, show me by touching your nose. Are you ready? I feel it's really important that children develop their inner hearing, the ability to hear that radio that plays in their head without making sound through their mouths. That's a real skill. It helps with singing, with pitch, because if you can hear it correctly up here, chances are it'll come out more correctly down here. And papaya are the only two words you're going to let out of your inner hearing. All the other words, you keep them in there, okay? 1, 2, 3. Mama. And so I often play those clapping games. It can be any song and then only let certain words out. It's a real challenge. Papaya. It was hard to keep that last one in. Boys and girls, let's play with rhythm a little bit. I'm going to clap a rhythm. You clap it back. Echo clapping, remember? We've done that before. All right. Do what I do. 1, 2, ready, me first. Very good. Do you remember we did call and answer before, or question and answer before, where I clap a question and you can do whatever you want to answer it. Should all of your claps be exactly the same? No, because you get to choose how you want to. However you want to answer my question is up to you. You can't be wrong. All right? So get ready, because I'm going to ask you a question in rhythm. Me first. 1, 2, ready, me. But the call and answer almost pushes that envelope a little bit more, because they've grown accustomed to just echoing back what they've heard. Now it's a little bit freer, right? I'm telling them they can do whatever they want, and it's not wrong. It takes a little while for them to gain the confidence to just let it go. What do you feel like? What do you think comes next after this? I'm not going to tell you.
Mark it.
Like I say, we make up rhythms in our heads. But if we want everybody to read them, there's a way we can do that. Just like when you're writing a story, you're writing words so that other people can read them. I can write rhythms so that you can read them. Let's start with this. You've seen this before? Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. 2-finger patch, please. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Perfect. The notation that we wrote the rhythms and read the rhythms with, that's called stick notation, and that was new to them today. And as I would keep adding to their knowledge, I would give them more notation, the figures for half note, the figures for half rest, the symbol for whole note, the symbol for half rest, and I would give them the vocal syllables that go with that so that they're both saying it and producing that on their hands or their found instruments. You're going to be writing your own rhythms today. Each of you gets to create one bar. That's one set of 4 symbols. What you're going to do is I'll give you a black bar. Ta-da! I'll give you a black bar and I'll give you your symbols. And you can arrange them 4 on your black rectangle. Give it a clap. See if you like it. If you don't like what you've done, switch it around. If you're happy with it, we can make it permanent. All right?
T T ta T T T T ta T T ta ta T T.
What beat number is this?
The downbeat.
In the past, I've sometimes, due to time restraints, just given them a strip of white paper and had them use a pencil. But the thing about that is they are less apt to revise. They're less apt to erase an entire TT. You know, that takes some doing and it leaves a smudge and they're not happy. This way, there's no problem making a quick switch or they can move it around as many times as they want until they're happy, and then you paste it. It looks neater, and for the kid who doesn't like to do the writing, this isn't writing, it's cutting and pasting. I incorporate differentiated learning very easily in music. When we have grade 1 and 2s down on the carpet, it's mostly oral. They're listening, they're singing. Now, in grade 3, there's more of a visual element. 1, 2, ready, and T-T-ta, T-T-ta. That's a pretty nice rhythm. Where would I go from here? I would continue on with the notation, with the adding of more symbols. Next year, they get to learn notation on the staff. That's grade 4. They get the treble clef. They start putting notes on a staff. So this is the precursor to that. The tas and the TTs, we know them as quarter notes and eighth notes, and the quarter rest that they use today. That's their first 1 beat of silence. That's all precursors to what they're going to be doing next year. I would like to add to that repertoire with the half note, the half rest, the whole rest, the whole note, and the syllables that go with that. And I would like to take that a little bit further and divide it into bars.
And slate it. Excellent.
Good job.
So boys and girls, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to be sound detectives, going around the room and finding wonderful percussive sound. The creative process is down and dirty. It lets the kids get mucky, mess about. It's not all clean and tidy and taken care of. With an elbow partner, that means somebody sitting close to you, I want you to put your rhythms together. You're going to read one and then the other. Decide which one do you want to come first, which one's going to go second, and then practice them so that you can each play together both of those bars. The group work, children need to learn how to get along and respect somebody else's idea. They might think their bar is the cat's meow. They're happy with it. They glued it. I gave them chances to change it. So the fact that they've made it permanent means they're pleased with it. So is the person beside them pleased with his own bar. So this isn't an opportunity for you to say, I don't like your bar. And if you are working with that person, you incorporate that into the instruction that I've given you. You're going to clap back those 2 bars. I'm not asking your opinion. You're going to work together and do it. Do you remember the song that I had in my head that I put into my hands at the very beginning of the lesson? Yeah. Shake the papaya? Yeah. Well, your new instruments are going to become part of Shake the Papaya. We're going to sing Shake the Papaya, and then there's time for you to play your rhythm, your own rhythm. Looking at your own rhythm, you're going to play it 4 times. We had spoken at the beginning of the year about form, how songs are organized. And there's many ways that you can organize songs, but then I introduced another form, the rondo, A, B, A, C, A, D, back to A. And that's how Shake the Papaya unfolded for them. And that was all knowledge they'd already had, but it got all incorporated in one lesson today.
Mama says no play, this is the work day. Up with the bright sun, get all the work done. If you will help me climb up the tall tree, shake the papaya down. Instruments, go!
The next step for me would be to give the children more time to revisit their work so that they could experiment, change, tweak, to have feedback from both myself and from themselves and also from their peers. The creative process takes time, but I think it's a really valuable use of time so that they realize that they can take a risk. Some kids won't take a risk if they're going to get marked during that 40-minute, they play it safe. Whereas if they knew that this was a longer process, they could take a chance. And you learn by experimentation.
Yay! Very good!
Boys and girls, that was fabulous. That was very, very good.